But you know what? I've learned once the self love thing kicked in for me, the jumping out the window situation, and I describe it that way because that's how I feel, like taking risks.
Yeah.
I heard it
Um,
described as diving into a bucket too.
right, whichever one you like. Uh, um, now I can pick and choose,
Yeah.
and now it's no longer a risk. Now it's just a matter of time,
Yeah.
right? Because I also understand that everything is a process,
Mm-hmm.
right? I've done a lot, and it's taken time, and the so what I learned was okay, cool, it's a process, but you could also get stuck hitting the same wall,
Word.
Mm-hmm.
right? You could get stuck, and then
Mm-hmm.
so I learned that, and I pieced together, to not have to. I don't have to be perfect
Yeah.
because remember, this is a risk you're taking, and it's scary, and so you want to make sure you don't fuck nothing up.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't like, not that I don't give a shit anymore, but it's just like
If,
I'm way more confident in what I'm doing.
yeah, it became a
Yeah,
little bit easier
accepting
for you to
failure
jump.
is
Yeah, hell yeah. You know that
Nigga,
exactly.
the only way you can do any of this is if you fail.
Yeah, well, those are the best lessons.
Exactly. You have
Those are
to. You're doing something you've never done before. You're not gonna be perfect. It's not gonna come out 100%. It's
nah, and it's a process, and you'll get better at it. Once you get those lessons, you get better and better and better, and then, you know, yeah,
and better doesn't always mean perfect either. It just means
no,
what you like, what you think is good.
yeah, no, it's better. Well,
I'm
yeah,
thinking work wise.
progress.
Yeah.
You make progress towards
Yeah.
your goal. Something that we talked about the other day about vision, right?
Mhm.
Vision is like is key in anything that you're trying to do in life.
Yo,
If you don't have a vision, then you have no
there's no story basically.
nothing. There's nothing. You will achieve some shit, but you don't know when to jump out the window, when to do it, when not to do it,
Mhm.
what's worth. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because you don't know where you're going.
Mhm.
You don't know where you're going. And so yeah, at least for me, I know vision. It has changed for me from when I was younger. Uh, I feel like I like to educate more than anything.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot, traveled a little bit, and so it's good to come home and give some of this knowledge that I've received
Yeah.
abroad to the younger generation, especially,
Mhm.
because they don't. Well, at least where I'm come from, they don't get a lot of kids don't get to travel like that.
Yeah.
And I feel very fortunate, and I feel like just wanting to give some of that. And it's tough too because not everybody is willing to receive.
No.
You know,
No. It's alright though. It's
you
okay.
know.
But that leads me into my last question. To just inform people or to give. Hold on, let me think about this. To show people what it can look like for a family that's trying to heal or healing in their healing journey. But just what have we done to heal to get to where we're at right now in our relationship together? Um,
I think that's a good question for Aiden. Um, his perspective, I don't know it very well,
yeah,
only because these conversations have just started with him.
yeah,
I know, we've been having conversations, and we rarely brought him into them,
yeah.
thinking that he was a little too young,
Mhm.
or at least that's how I felt.
Yeah.
But I also understand Aiden is not your typical 14-year-old.
Mhm.
I've always wanted to my approach when he was born to raise him was to teach him as much as possible.
Yeah.
That's why I put him in front of a computer and say, "Yo, bro, just go at it," right? And he's picked up a lot. Um, I've taught him a couple things, but most of the things that he's learned has been most of it on his own,
Mm.
which is dope. And then now is my turn to come in and start to guide,
Yeah.
right? Because I know I get he has a dope understanding of shit, or he gets things quick, but he don't know what to do. So now we need guidance. So Aiden, when like so the question is, as far as like these conversations that we be having, um, how has your life changed? Like what changes have you felt from 0 to 10? I don't think at that time you really understand much,
Of
right?
what?
Huh?
Much of what?
Of like abuses that are going on in the house and like traumas that are
Yeah.
happening and stuff like that until
Like you're
maybe
still like a kid. You're still just living at that like zero
yeah
to
at that
ten.
time you're just getting in trouble
Yeah.
for shit.
Right.
What
You don't
what
and
at least
you
have you noticed
What you
that
say?
has changed in his behavior?
What have you
Or what
noticed?
has changed? Say it again.
No. What?
Like what at least has Aiden noticed that has
yeah
changed in
what
his dad's
how do you
behavior?
what do you what's your experience with this
Change.
That you
yeah
What
with this
changed?
change.
What?
Okay,
Like,
so when you were younger, like when we used to live in West Haven, and
how was your dad?
shit just
You got
shit
in
just was
trouble and then that was
different.
it. Now there's communication.
yeah.
Now it's like if I see something going on, I'm going, what's going on with this or with that, or you know, we, we pull you to the side and we talk to you about a situation, especially with you controlling your emotions, right? So let's, you know what, let's talk about that because that was probably the only conversation that I've had with him so far about this stuff is the controlling of the emotions. Did you know that you had a problem with not controlling your emotions?
I wasn't conscious of that.
Right, right.
How
So then when you became conscious, then what?
It changed.
Like, but what? Like, what? What changed for you?
My emotions.
No, in your life. Your emotions, now you get them in check. Before you didn't. But checking your emotions takes work.
what do you mean though? Like
Like like
him
like
not like
like
him
when you
being emotional,
emote,
like he wasn't checking his
you catch
emotions.
yourself in your shit. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
What's your thought process? Like, oh damn, I'm walling, or
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, but is he really wilding?
that's what I'm saying. Is it that? Are you walling? Like, what do you feel? I'm just saying that because controlling your emotions, usually we be walling when we don't control our emotions.
Um. Yeah. Um.
I guess what happens is that you were taught self awareness,
Yeah.
right? And so how has being self aware changed your life? It made it harder. Has it made it easier?
Mm.
What is he doing
No, he's emoting.
Um.
Circle, 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 circle,
Hmm.
circle.
Um.
you doing ASMR over there?
Nah, I'm doing the loading sign.
Uh. I mean, I'll be catching myself in the middle of stuff like almost all the time, and then
Yeah.
let me see.
That catching yourself is hard,
Let's say
right?
let's say your dad just got mad at you for something,
Mm-hmm.
and uh I don't know, maybe you felt some type of way about it. How would you have normally reacted? Like would you have like thrown a fit, like, oh, I don't, leave me the hell alone. I don't know what you're talking about, or like,
Well, actually, no.
would
I
you
have a
just be
good.
up
I
in your
have a good
feelings?
example. It happened the other day, where Natalie yelled at you about something, right? And you got a little upset about that, right?
Yeah.
And then we had a conversation about it, right? And then we explained to you that a lot of the times when people scream and yell at you is because and they don't control their emotions because they got something going on, right? Not necessarily that you did anything wrong, right? So you learn
Right.
that that just because somebody yelled at you, you don't have to take it personal,
Or
right?
it doesn't always mean that
Yeah.
it's an attack towards you personally.
Yeah, it's not a
No, but how did
personal
he
attack.
react?
I kind of did it to you the other day with the washing machine too. When I spazzed out over the washing machine, and I was like, "How come you don't tell Aiden to fucking?" And then he ran and like try to fix the washing machine. I'm like, "Nah, bro, it's not true. I'm just." You feel me?
Right. So you see how those moments happen because they happen. Like I'm just a human being. Natalie's a human being. I'm a human being, and we're gonna fuck up.
We're gonna emote.
We're gonna fuck up. Emote is one thing. Fucking up is another because
Okay.
going overboard
Yeah.
is fucked up,
Yeah.
right? Sometimes we in the middle of some bullshit we forget.
Nah, yeah,
Yeah.
we be wild
We forget,
Yeah.
right?
for sure.
And that's why it's work. That's why it's work because you can't forget. Because the one time you forget, it could be bad.
Yeah, you fucked up.
It
Yeah.
could be bad. You know, these small little fuck ups, and I don't even want to call them that because even those little small little fuck ups, those could be
Can
traumatic.
yeah.
Nah, for sure.
Now for the rest of his life, this nigga's gonna not want to be next to a
A
a
washing
washing
machine.
machine.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Then that's not okay.
Yeah,
That's
that's
not
not
okay.
cool.
That's not okay for Aaron to do, right? But I will say this: if you understand that, then you give him space. You give everybody space to fuck up every once in a while. You know why? Because you're gonna need that space sometime, right? There's gonna be a time where you're gonna need it, and they're gonna give it right back to you because they know that they done some shit to you or said some shit to you that was out of pocket, and they need we as human beings we need space to fuck up, man, because
Word, word.
We don't know
especially
everything.
no,
We
we
don't
don't,
know
and
everything.
especially with the traumas that we have that we're working on,
Yep.
is a lot. Is a lot, and so that's why compassion and respect and all of that stuff is important. Because if you have that, then you're able to give people space and say, you know what, I feel you, bro. And not only that, you become helpful to them as well. You become helpful because let's say Natalie has something going on that day, and you see her get out of character for a little bit. You could pull back, let her rock for 2 seconds, and then come back to her and say, yo, you all right? Need something? You help? I saw you spaz out, boom, boom, boom. And I know that you get like that when you stressed out. What's up?
And it's crazy because like the more you work on that, the more you could like even pick out the certain shit that it is. Like you know what's gonna get Natalie tight already.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Feel
because
me?
it gets easier.
Or you know when somebody's doing something to Natalie that's gonna like
Oh yeah,
this one's
Hector
it.
did that. Hector did that to me. No, he didn't get me tight. Um, my mom got me tight. I gotta whisper. She's in the next room. She got me tight. She was talking about something, and I'm just there looking at her like, oh my god, shut the fuck up. And Hector comes to the rescue. He's like, yo, let's go watch something. I'm like, oh thank God, let's go,
All right.
bro.
Yeah, you needed a
Oh,
relief.
thank God.
Yeah,
Let's go.
yup.
Yeah. Yeah. So how these how has self awareness, Aiden, has it brought like a little clarity to you? Has it brought
I mean,
um huh?
of course.
Yeah? You feel freer?
From what?
Like, do you feel a difference from our attitudes from West Haven till today?
Um, I say peaceful.
Yeah.
Or
That screaming,
How
yelling
about
type.
from like Puerto Rico, like not so
Oh,
long ago?
yeah,
oh yeah,
Puerto Rico.
Mm,
Cause really, really,